Tommy Robinson's fate hangs by a thread. In a stunning twist, the appeals court has dropped a bombshell that could reshape not only his future but the very fabric of public accountability. Behind closed doors, shocking new details have emerged about Robinson's breaches of court orders, actions that were deemed deliberate and reckless. But the implications go far beyond one man's legal battle. This case raises disturbing questions about the balance between free speech and legal responsibility, and whether systemic flaws are enabling or suppressing justice. What's really at stake? And how does this decision ripple through society? Stay tuned. Here's what you need to know. Before we continue, subscribe to our channel to be the first to be notified anytime we drop a new video. Tommy Robinson's fate hangs by a thread, and the appeals court has just dropped a bombshell that could reshape not only his future but the very principles of justice and free speech in the UK. Behind closed doors, critical decisions are being made, and shocking new details have emerged about Robinson's repeated breaches of court orders, actions deemed reckless and deliberate. But is this really just about one man's actions, or does it expose deeper cracks in our justice system? Let's start with the facts. Tommy Robinson, whose real name is Stephen Yaxler-Lennon, has long been a controversial figure. In 2018, he was convicted of contempt of court for live-streaming defendants in a child grooming trial outside Leeds Crown Court, a trial subject to strict reporting restrictions designed to ensure fairness and prevent prejudice. Judges found that his actions posed a substantial risk to the integrity of justice. But this isn't the first time Robinson has faced legal trouble for similar behavior. A year earlier, he committed another contempt offense at Canterbury Crown Court by broadcasting prejudicial material about an ongoing case. These repeated violations raise critical questions. Is Robinson simply careless, or is he deliberately challenging the boundaries of legal accountability under the guise of free speech? Robinson's supporters argue that his prosecution is an attack on free speech, a claim he has championed for years. At protests and rallies, he has painted himself as a victim of state persecution, claiming that free speech is dead in Europe and that he is being silenced for exposing uncomfortable truths. But judges have been clear. This case isn't about free speech, it's about justice. As Dame Victoria Sharp stated during his trial, this contempt hearing is not about freedom of the press. It is about ensuring that a trial can be carried out justly and fairly. So here's the question. When does free speech cross the line into recklessness? And are we witnessing a dangerous precedent where public figures can exploit their platforms to undermine legal processes? This case also raises disturbing questions about systemic issues within our justice system. Reporting restrictions are vital for ensuring fair trials, but do they clash with the public's right to know? And how do we balance open justice with preventing prejudice in high-profile cases? Robinson's actions have sparked debates about whether these laws are outdated or overly restrictive in an era dominated by social media. 3. Furthermore, Robinson's narrative of victimhood taps into broader societal frustrations. Claims of elitism, censorship, and double standards in justice resonate with many. But critics argue that this rhetoric distracts from his actual breaches of law and fuels division rather than constructive dialogue. And this isn't just about Tommy Robinson. Consider how social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram have banned him for spreading inflammatory content often labeled as hate speech against Muslims. While these bans limit his reach, they also ignite debates about censorship versus accountability online. Robinson's case connects to wider issues of sovereignty and taxpayer costs too. Legal battles like these drain public resources that could be better spent addressing systemic failures in areas like immigration policy or community integration. Are we focusing too much on individuals like Robinson while ignoring deeper societal problems? Speaking of systemic failures, let's shift gears briefly to another troubling story: the ongoing controversy around government spending on migrant housing amid rising homelessness among UK citizens. Just last week, reports revealed millions spent on temporary accommodations for asylum seekers while thousands of British families remain on waiting lists for affordable housing. This raises yet another question. Are policymakers prioritizing optics over solutions? And how does this tie back to narratives like Robinson's, which exploit public frustration over immigration policies? So here we are, a single courtroom decision rippling through society, exposing cracks in our justice system, political priorities, and even social media accountability. Tommy Robinson's fate may hang by a thread today, but what hangs in the balance is far greater: the integrity of justice itself. What do you think? Is this truly about free speech, or something far more complex? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with friends who care about justice and accountability, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories shaping our world.